Hello, everyone, and welcome to this talk. My name is Isabel Escrivá. I'm a business analyst here at Odoo, and I'm part of the subscription sales and point of sales expertise team. Today, we are going to talk about how to manage prepaid and postpaid subscription models efficiently in Odoo. Our goal is to understand the business opportunities behind these models and how Odoo can help streamline them. Here you can find the QR code, so please feel free to scan it so you can add all the questions that you might have that we will tackle after the presentation. I will give some time so you can do so. All right, if you do not have time, don't worry, the QR code will come afterwards. So why subscription models are growing? Think about how do we live today? We stream on Netflix, we listen on Spotify, we use SaaS tools at work such as Odoo, and we even get our coffee through subscriptions. So they have become part of our daily routines. For businesses, this business, it's powerful. They have predictable revenue, higher lifetime value, and the availability to scale faster. For customers, it's just as appealing. They have a smaller upfront cost, flexibility to switch or pause, and the convenience of instant access. All of this is driven by digital habits and rising expectation, and that's why more and more businesses now run on recurring models. Subscriptions are in the future, they are already here. When we think about subscription, they usually fall into two different categories. We have prepaid and postpaid. For a business manager, the difference is about risk, cash flow, and operational control. Prepaid collects money before services are delivered, what leads into predictable revenue, low risk, and easy planning. On the other hand, postpaid delivers first and bills later. It's more attractive to customers, but cash comes slower, it has higher risk, and defaults are possible, of course. So, in short, we could say that prepaid secures the business and postpaid drives customer flexibility. Choosing the right model depends on your market, risk, and the operational capabilities that you have. So whether you are offering a prepaid or postpaid services, the challenge for any business is the same. How do you manage subscription? How do you deliver experiences and keep operations running smoothly while delighting your customers? That's exactly the journey that we face at Chateau Odoo. It's a company that it started from a passion. We created some years ago, and we created because, for me, wine has been always more than a drink. It's a story of the land, the craft, and the people who bring it to life. So that's why we created Chateau Odoo, because we do believe that every bottle tells a story. We began with our subscription seasonal wine boxes, where we offer to our customers curated seasonal selections delivered to their door. They are not these boxes. They are not only wine. They are a journey through experiences, regions, and different flavors and traditions. And thanks to our flexible subscription plans, our customer can enjoy them in the way that suits them best. But of course, our customers wanted more than just wine. They wanted community, connections, experience. And let's face it, today that's something that we all look for. Look at us today. We are here at the Odoo Experience. It's not about only learning about the new features of the version 19. It's also about sharing this community, learning from each other, and building a big connection. So we decided to expand. Now we also offer some team building retreats, similar training sessions and services, and some corporate gifting and curation. And even we've gone farther with lifestyle service and agrotourism. We offer a program to adopt a wine, farm-to-table experiences, and custom event hostings. So as you see, it's not about tasting wine anymore. It's about living the story behind it. So step by step, we have built an ecosystem of experience around wine. And with Odoo, we have been able to manage these different services seamlessly all within a platform. And that's what I'm going to show you today. Now, if I go to my database, I will show you how I do manage my different services. Here, I will go to my product. And here I will start with one of my prepaid services, the seasonal wine box that we started the business with. If I click on it, I can see, as I mentioned before, this is a prepaid service. So that's why my invoicing policy is configured as order quantities. Then it is a box that is composed for different wines. So that's why my sommeliers, for this month, they have chosen these different wines that they are going to be sent, to my different customers. Nice, right? If I go back here to my product and I go to my recurring prices, in here I offer this specific box monthly and trimestrally for my customers, so they can choose between them. Something very nice is in my plans, I want to give flexibility to my customers, so I am giving them the opportunity to pause their subscription from the portal if they want to. This is super convenient for them and for us, because if they go on holidays, they can pause the subscription for that month or trimester. So at the end, for this period, the box will not be sent to them. And like that, I also avoid that they close directly the subscription. And also, I'm giving the option to add the product. So if they want to add another wine that is not in the box that month or that period, then they could easily add it. The same for changing the plan. Something actually very nice, this is something new that we started doing now, is like I have this option of accept one time. This means that I'm also giving my customer the opportunity to choose if they want to buy this box one time or if they want a recurring box. So this is actually super good for them because they can try the product before maybe subscribing. Nice, right? So now, let's say that we are in our e-commerce and we have our customer, Rafael, that is already logged in and he wants to purchase the seasonal wine box. As you see here, and I mentioned before, he has the option of buy it once, deliver every month, or deliver every 3 months. In this case, he knows what he wants, so he's going to choose deliver every month, and he will just add it to cart and go through the payment. Voila. If I go back to my database, what I will see here, if I go to my quotations, I will be able to see my new customer, my new order of Rafael that he asked for a seasonal wine box. And here in the chatter, it's very nice because I have the traceability that I have a payment transaction done, the invoice has been created automatically, and I have everything linked to that subscription just in here. So if I go to my invoice, I can see that it has been created for that specific month, so from 19th of September till 18th of October. And as you see, I don't have a lot of work to do. The only thing I will need to make sure, of course, is just to go to my delivery order, make sure that all my wines are available, all the bottles that I'm going to send, make any sense if I have to, and just validate this order. So like that, I make sure that my customer is receiving the bottles. If I go back to my sales order, as you see, last thing, it's here. My next invoice also has changed it to the next period. So my next invoice is going to be created on the 19th of October. What does this mean? This means that thanks to a schedule action that the system has, automatically this day, Odoo will create the invoice for me. Nice, right? Now, I will show you another product that I have, these sommelier services. This service is different. It's a postpaid one. Why? Because I offer the service to different restaurants, and what I want to make sure is to build the customers depending of the time that my sommeliers spend or giving the training or giving the service. So for me, traceability and timesheet is key in this flow. That's why I have my invoicing policy based on timesheet, because as I said, for me, I'm going to build a customer depending of the time they spend offering this service. And then something very nice is, as I said before, I really like to have traceability of this. So in here, I have to create an order on task. So inside this task, inside this project, there I have every time that I sell this product, a task created for this service. So this is super nice because I have traceability of everything that's happening in there. So let's see that. I will go back to my quotation, and I will create a new one. Let's say that restaurant Odoo wants to actually they ask for our sommelier services, and we are going to just add the product. OK. I will add the recurring plan. In this case, I'm going to say that it's weekly. Why? Because we decided this way, and as they are going to go like very recurrently, let's say, we want to have traceability weekly. So I will just confirm this. And what can we see here? First of all, we see our next invoice date. Our next invoice date is the 26th of September. So the system is already saying, it's counting 1 week from today, saying that an invoice will need to be created the 26th of September, depending on the number of hours that I deliver in that week. Super nice, right? Here, as I said before, I have my task that I asked to have it here. So here I have all the information of the pre-service preparation. So this way I make sure as well that all my sommeliers are prepared before giving the service. And if something happens, they can also add it to the task. So we have a really, really good traceability of everything that is happening in a specific service. For this one, also very nice, I have repeat every week. So also that is going to be aligned with my recurrent. So every time the next invoice period is invoiced, then what will happen, I will have another task. So that helps me for the traceability for each service. Let's say that the sommelier, Charles, is going to be the one in charge of giving these services of sommelier. And for the timesheet, he adds some timesheets. The 22nd, I'm going to say that it's Charles, sommelier services, and I will add 2 hours. Then he went back another day, let's say it's the 24th, to do a training. And then he spent another 3 hours, let's say, for this one. So we save the tenses. Now let's suppose that this week has just come to the end, it's the 25th, so of course we just said Charles knows that he's not going to go back this specific week, so he just can mark it as done. If I go back to my task here, you could see that I already have my another task plan for the next period. And if I go to my sales order, as you see, I can see here that I deliver for this specific month 5 hours. So, of course, the 26th of September, as I was mentioning before, the system will create an automatic invoice for you. As we are talking about the future, I can show you right now. I will show you afterwards. But now I'm going to create it manually so you could see the behavior. If I create a new invoice for this period, as you see here, I have my 5 hours, super nice, and my week. So the 19th of September till the 25th of September. So it's perfect. It just invoices the hours that I inputted for that specific week. Super nice, right? Lastly, and here before, the next invoice date, as you see, when the invoice is created, now, of course, we have it the 3rd of October. So the flow will be the same. We will have our task, we will we will input all the timesheets that my sommelier spent in that specific service, and the 3rd of October, depending on the delivered hours, the system will create the invoice for me. If I go back to my product, here, as you see, I have many other products that I offer to my customers. Let's say it happens sometimes, actually, that I have new customers that they come and they ask for something hybrid. So they mix a prepaid and a postpaid service in the same sales order. I will show you how can I manage that. In my case, let's say that, I don't know, Jean-Michel comes and he actually wants to be part of our wine club. He has a subscription, a standard subscription. And here we have our wine club membership. If I open it, in here I have asset service and I have invoicing policy prepaid because, as I said, it's a prepaid service that I invoice before delivering the service. And if I go back to my sales order, I have the farm-to-table experience. Of course, this one, I just want them to give the opportunity to come to our vineyard, enjoy these specific services, and depending on the times that they come, invoice them afterwards. So that's why I have my invoicing policy based on delivered quantity. If I go back here, let's see what happened here. We have our recurring plan. It's monthly, so I will confirm this. This is fine. The next invoice date is the 19th of September, so it's today. This is what I was telling you. Today, the system is going to run a scheduled action for you and will create the invoice automatically. If I go actually here, this is the scheduled action I was talking about. You need to be in developer mode to be able to access this specific menu. Look for scheduled actions, and here you have it. In this case, I'm going to run it manually just to show you the behavior. But again, the system will do it automatically for you. Super convenient. If I run it manually, and I go back to my sales order, okay, here I see that I have an invoice created. I just did nothing. I have my invoice. Let's check what happened. Of course, I have my invoice created for my wine club membership, so for my prepaid service. Nice, right? I have my month from 19th to October. And of course, we didn't invoice anything of farm to table, because as I am saying, it's a post period. So it's going to depend on the times that the customer is going to come during these months to our vineyards. So now our next invoice date has changed to the 19th of October. Then the 19th of October, a new invoice will be created for the wine club membership for the next month, and another one for the farm, and the same one, but it will depend if Jean-Michel came to enjoy our farm-to-table experience or not, that this product will be bid as well. Let's check that. I will say that actually he came to enjoy twice. Perfect. And again, here, we are talking about the future, so I'm going to trigger the invoice manually, but the 19th of October, the system will do it for you. If I create it manually, let's see what's happened. As you see, it's perfect. We have our wine club membership from October to November, so the prepaid one, and then we have our farm-to-table experience. He came twice, so he's being billed for that for the previous period, so from September to October. Nice, right? As you see, we have a very seamless flow. For us, it helps us a lot to manage all of our services, basically. I could continue showing you use case, but unfortunately, we don't have the time for it. So I will just go back to my presentation. Just to clarify, what we need to take into account when we are configuring a subscription product, if we want to be a prepaid product, we need to configure it as invoicing policy based on order quantity, all right? If we have an example, if we have a subscription that it's starting the 1st of September, the next invoice date will be today. Why? Because you are invoicing before delivering, so you are invoicing previously. So you will have an invoice created from the 1st of September till the end of October. And then the 1st of October, you will have another one for the 1st of November. It's what we've seen with the seasonal wine boxes. All right? If we have a line period to start, this is something very interesting that I didn't show you. It's true that we do not use it that much at the moment, but it's very interesting. For us, we really do not care if the customer starts the 19, the 15, like we really don't want to have it aligned. But in some use case, we want to try this, so we use it. What this happened, I'm going to show you actually in the database. If I create a new order, I will say that this time is Paolo who came here. And I'm going to take our seasonal wine box. No, I will just take our membership. Because something that we need to take here into account as well, of course, is that our product is a service. If not, the price is not going to be prorated. Makes sense, right? So here, if I select my recurring plan, a standard one, I will just open it one moment for you. As you see here, I have my align to period start. So what is going to happen in here? This is going to be the action that will align this specific order. So I'm just going to confirm this. And I will trigger again the action. If I go back here, and I refresh, as you see here, I have an invoice with the prorated price till the end of the period. So we are invoicing the customer 12 days. Right, really nice, right? And here the next invoice will be the 1st of October. So that alignment is being made. And the 1st of October, you will have the invoice for the whole month. Super nice. So just to follow here, as you see, the next invoice date will be today. You will have the price prorated, and then the 1st day of October. For the postpaid, it's going to be the same. Invoicing policy based on deliver quantity. So it's first you will have to deliver, and then you will have to invoice, let's say. So the subscription will start the 1st of September, and then the next invoice will be the 1st of October, and you will invoice the previous period. All right, and then the next invoice date will be the 1st of November to invoice the 1st of October. For the line period to start, it will be the same, but instead of the start date will be today, as we had here, Okay. And then the pro rata will be calculated, and the invoice will be the 1st of October. And well, we have a lot of benefits. Basically, thanks to this, we have financial stability and growth flexibility. Everything is automated in the system. We only use one system for inventory, bill, traceability of timesheet, and so on. Best part, customers feel free to choose actually what they need. And Odoo help us to drive our driving data decisions thanks to all the information that we have. So this means that thanks to, we have actually turned a complexity prepaid and postpaid subscription into a seamless, elegant process thanks to Odoo. Thanks for listening, and sorry for this quick part.